Hey everybody, Midwest Picker here. If you haven't noticed, I'm going to try something different. If you're new to my channel, you don't see anything different. If you've been here before, I usually sit when I do these videos, but I notice more and more people are standing. It's much easier to breathe and talk when you're standing. I just got to remember to suck in my gut, so I'm going to try something different. So this is a what sold on eBay video. Before we get into that, my name is Dave. I'm a part-time reseller, full-time father, husband, registered nurse, part-time YouTube content creator, and we make these videos for reasons. The reason is you don't want to waste your time, money, and resources buying the wrong items that just kind of sit and collect. People call them death piles. You want to source things that actually sell. So that's what this video is about. Now I'm a little bit different. I am very transparent. I will tell you obviously what I bought, where I bought it, what I paid for it, what it sold for. Did I use promoted listings or sales? And the last part, would I buy it again? Now I sold 32 items since my what sold on eBay video. So I have to break this down into two different videos. So this video is 15 items. The next video of what sold on eBay will probably be a lot more, maybe 15, 16, 17 items. I don't know. I also forgot to mention I do sell on like Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, things like that. Not just eBay, primarily eBay. And I've really been listing like crazy. I was celebrating 500 listings for the first time in my life probably a month ago, and now I'm up to 592 listings. So I should be up to 600 very soon. So the first item up is this set of, I'm gonna butcher this name, McGuffrey's Eclectic Readers from 1907. These are very old. This is a whole set that we got for free. My daughter read them. She doesn't read them anymore, so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna sell them. Don't ever, ever, ever underestimate the value of books. If you have old books and they're in decent condition, don't just donate them. Don't just put them in a garage sale for 10 cents a piece. At least look them up. I was shocked that these had quite a bit of value and they're very collectible. I listed these for $24.95. I took a best offer of $20 plus calculated media mail shipping on top. This was not a promoted listing and it was not on sale. Next item is an album of Sea Fish's John Player and Son tobacco cards. If you don't know tobacco cards, go back to my previous video. I'll link it down below in the description. Tobacco cards sell like mad. In that previous video, I explained kind of what they are, a little bit of their history, and how many I've sold. These sold for $19.95, full asking price, cost of goods $2.19. I sourced a whole slew of these things at a vintage toy auction. 4 3-ring binders full of tobacco cards and about 6 of these little pre-made tobacco card albums that are very, very old. These tobacco cards were like, I rarely say this, Enoch knows, he'll back me up, near mint condition. I mean, sharp corners, perfect condition, no staining. Whoever had these put them in these little plastic holders and then plastic sleeves and a 3-ring binder of the album or whatever, and just put them away. They treated them very good. So these are very genuine and they sell very good. These went free first class shipping because they're only 5 ounces, not promoted, not on sale, and I would definitely buy these again if I could get them this cheap. Next item is probably the smallest item I've ever sold. This is a pewter dinosaur by Radcliffe. It's like for little dioramas. I'm not really sure. I don't even know where I got it. I found it in the bottom of a box. So cost of goods is basically free. Sold it for $19.95, shipped it free first class shipping, which is like 2 or 3 ounces. Not promoted, not on sale. I would definitely buy this again. If you're looking for smalls, whether it's an antique store, flea market, garage sale, whatever, look in those little tins, little cigar boxes, little sewing kits or whatever. Sometimes you'll find these little containers full of buttons, lapel pins, swizzle sticks, and you might see these little metal dinosaurs or soldiers. They might look like junk, but they're probably pewter and they probably have a maker's mark. You might need a jeweler's loupe to see it, but they're very valuable and very collectible. Here's a picture of my dinosaur to show you how small it really is. Next item is Will's. I always have a hard time saying Flowering Trees and Shrubs tobacco cards. Full set of 50, minty, fresh condition. Cost of goods, again, $2.17. I sourced them from the vintage toy auction like I mentioned before. These sold for $39.95, free first class shipping, not very heavy at all. I mean, 5-6 ounces probably, not promoted, not on sale. Definitely would buy again if I could get them this cheap. Next is the Royal Copenhagen. I guess that's the proper way to say it. This is a tiny little collector plate. I sourced, I don't even know, 63, 64 of these collector plates from a high bid auction for like $4. Maybe it was $8, I don't know. You do the math. My cost of goods after I got out a calculator was 18 cents a piece. It's this giant tote sitting off camera full of collector plates, 6-inch, 4-inch. The real tiny ones are called plaquettes, but they do sell eventually. They just take a long time. Sold for $14.95 with a flat $5 first class shipping and handling. Sometimes I'll do a flat shipping just for the fun of it as an experiment. $3, $5. Shipping has gone up. I've shipped some first class items lately for like $3.75, $3.80 because I get this percentage discount for being top rated plus. So some people complain the cheapest they can ship first class is $4. I'm still able to do it under $4. This sold as a promoted listing at 2%. Not on sale. Would I do it again? I don't know. I keep going back and forth. Some videos I say I would buy these again. Other videos say I would not buy these again. I don't know. Do you want a tote, like a 30-gallon tote full of collector plates taking up space for 5 years? Some people say sure, I don't care, because they sell. I mean, 18 cents into $14 or $18 or $12 plus shipping on top. Why not? Next is Model Railroad magazine. This is 12 issues from 1986, I believe. I got these from the vintage toy auction. I paid $1.20 for all 12, and they sold for $25.46 plus priority mail shipping on top. They're quite heavy, but if you know what you're doing with shipping, usually go priority mail or retail ground. Can't do medium mail because they're full of ads. This was not a promoted listing, but it was a 20% off sale. I don't often do that. Maybe twice a year I'll put a bunch of items in my eBay store 20% off, but I will do 10 and 15% off frequently. I would definitely buy these again. You can usually get these very cheap. People think they're junk and they're worthless. Some people throw them away, but if you look on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, garage sales, you'll see bankers boxes just full of old magazines. It doesn't have to be Model Railroad magazine. It could be video game magazines. It could be those modeling magazines like Elle, Cosmo, all those women's magazines. If they're from the 80s or older, people buy those and they collect them. Next is the cast iron potbelly stove dollhouse piece of furniture. I got this for free on Facebook Marketplace. We got the whole dollhouse and like 100 pieces of dollhouse furniture. Most of that furniture is pretty common, made in China, but this one was a little different, so I listed it to sell it. I listed it for $15.95. I took a best offer of $13.25. Plus calculated priority mail shipping on top, not promoted, not on sale. Did I just say that? And I definitely would buy this again if I saw it for sale somewhere. A lot of times you'll find dollhouse furniture at flea markets, garage sales, all that kind of stuff. The more intricate, the more valuable it is. The birds are finally flying the coop. I bought about 84 of these. Magnelson, I don't know how you say this. Mangelson's birds. It's 2 little birds to a pack. It's a crafting supply. They have little wire feet. You can use them to put on wreaths or birdhouses or whatever crafting idea that you need these little birds for. I bought these a long time ago and they're finally starting to sell like crazy. I paid about 5 cents a piece for these from a high bid auction, so I lotted them up 4 at a time and listed them for $9.95, free first class shipping just to get rid of them. These sold for $8.96 because they're part of a 10% off sale. Would I buy these again? Probably. I got them pretty cheap, 5 cents a piece. Crafting supplies do sell, they're just not worth a whole lot of money. Next is a Tyco HO gauge model train car. I got this from that vintage toy auction. This is vintage late 1970s, still new in the box. You'll see that in listings if you don't know NOS or new old stock. Cost of goods is $1.87. I did have it listed for $14.95. Sold for $12.71 as part of a 15% off sale. This was not a promoted listing, and I would definitely buy this again if I could get it this cheap. Hard part is they're difficult to buy this cheap. People think everything Model Railroad is worth a ton of money, especially if it's like Lionel and O gauge and metal. Anything metal. Breaking the law, breaking the law. people think is worth a ton of money. So even if this was at a garage sale, people probably want $5 to $10 a piece. Well, you have to source them cheap, otherwise you're not going to make a profit. This one is really cool. I had a hard time selling this because it'd make a great wall hanger. This is a vintage 70s restaurant menu called the Red Devil, or just Red Devil, from Holly, Michigan. I don't even know where I sourced this from. I think I bought a giant ephemera lot from a flea market, and this was in there. I apologize if I bought it from you and I don't remember, but it's been so long. Cost of goods is probably less than $1. I listed it for $29.95. It sold for $26. It's a 10% off sale. The buyer actually sent me this big long message thanking me for the sale because they remember going to this restaurant and they were purchasing it for their parents. I love it when buyers send me these personal messages as to why they're buying it or they're adding it to their collection. That just makes reselling that much more fun when you know you're rehoming items to a good home. Would I buy it again? Definitely, with a capital D. Vintage restaurant menus, even placemats, are very collectible. They sell very well. You can source these for 10 cents a piece, 50 cents a piece, $1 a piece. If you could get a whole case of these, that's like winning the lottery. Sells very, very good. Next is the Milwaukee drill bit, brand new in the package. I went a little crazy with this one. I paid $5 at a restore. They had like 20 of them hanging on hooks, all brand new, $5, $6. I'm a DIY guy. I cannot not buy a Milwaukee anything or Snap-on anything. $5 is a little high for cost of goods. I listed it for $19.95. It sold for $17.95 as part of a 10% off sale. I shipped it as a flat $3 first class shipping, so I ate a little bit on that one. Not promoted. Would I do it again? Probably, if I could get it cheaper. In my personal opinion, stay away from used drill bits. They're dull. They might have a little bit of damage. They might even have micro damage, cracking in the metal that nobody can see. And if you sell these, you're not going to get hardly any money for a used drill bit, unless it's unusual, like 2 feet long. I always go with new. I see a lot of used ones all over the place, and I just don't touch them. Same situation, sold this other Milwaukee drill bit, $19.95. Oddly, it was not on sale. This next one is really cool too. I've been selling a lot of cool stuff lately. This is a Japanese sake cup. I think Japanese alcohol is called sake, or a particular drink is. This is a tiny little cup, smaller than 2 inches. This came in a shot glass lot. So I bid on this shot glass lot on HiBid. It was 55 shot glasses. I was the only bidder, $4 plus, you know, sales tax, and I won it. Cost of goods for all these shot glasses and this sake cup, 7 cents a piece. This sold for a full asking price of $14.95. and a flat $5 first class shipping on top. This tiny little thing, I put it in a box because, you know, you don't put these in a padded mailer. Shipping was cheap, and at a cost of goods of 7 cents. Holy cow, you can't go wrong. Not on sale and not part of a promoted listing. I would definitely buy this again at this price. Even though shot glasses in general are very slow sellers, here's a picture showing you how small a sake cup actually is. Next item is a Mary Kay lip gloss. This is not a flip. This is part of Mrs. Midwest personal stock. This is just something that she bought and doesn't want, so she handed it to me and said, here, sell this on eBay. So we're basically just getting our money back. Cost of goods is $8. Sold for $12.95 plus free first class shipping. Not promoted, not on sale. Would I buy this in the wild? I would if it was brand new and it was very, very cheap. Last item is this ball mason jar. Now, mason jars have really cooled off. 5-10 years ago, they were a hot, hot item. The older, the better. Weird colors, sold for tons of money. This one is very old. This is the 1896 to 1910 model. This is a consignment. My mother-in-law gave me 2 mason jars that are very old, so I'm selling them for her and we're splitting the profit. I had to put this on sale 20% off just to get it moving and sell it. It sold for $13.56 plus shipping on top. And it was promoted at 2%. Would I buy these? Probably not, unless it was an oddball color like yellow or purple, or the very old ones, the very original ones. I would definitely buy those. So that's the video, guys. Give it a thumbs up. If you're new here or you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. If you found this information helpful, or you know anybody else that would find it helpful, hit that share button. Share it with other people that are resellers. Leave any comments down below. Any questions about the shipping or where I sourced it. comments on the video, the production value. Do you like it when I stand instead of sitting? I kind of like it. It feels better. It's easier to talk this way. So that's it, guys. I'll make another What Sold video to get caught up. Until next time, see ya.